So this is the 5th of this little short series that I'm doing. So we've talked about making a plan, or opening our eyes a bit, making a little bit of a plan, staying within our budget, and then water, and we talked about food. All of those items, all of those other videos can be expanded upon greatly, and they should be. But if you're just starting out, those are some encouraging steps. It's not very hard to do things nice and easy. So now that we've got a plan, we've got food, and we've got water secured, we're planning on our shelter, our homes being intact. So now we need to talk about some things like lighting. Do you have a battery lantern? Or two? Do you have oil lanterns? Do you have candles? I'm a big advocate of battery powered lights with the ability to charge them either by solar or hand crank or however you can recharge them. But have enough batteries, and that's a big expense, to support those lanterns and your radio, like an AM/FM radio, for that week. Now, if you can charge your phone, that's even better. Or your tablet, or whatever you use to communicate or to stay occupied a little bit. There can be plenty to do to stay busy. So charging batteries is another story. We're not talking about that. We're talking about being able to turn on a light when you need to go outside or when you need to do something, and you need to have enough of those to last you, for a week. And just have them stored. Rotate them through when you use batteries for your remote control in your television or your toys for your kids or whatever. When you replace them, just put those in the back and buy new ones and rotate it through. Your battery usage is only up to you. But having lighting is a wonderful thing. And you need to have it. The next thing is, and this is almost more important than anything, is hygiene. Now, in the city, you're going to be able to flush your toilet if you have water to make it go down for several days. The water will probably run, unless there's line breakages, for a couple days with what's in the towers, unless there's a structure fire in your area, in which case that'll use a lot of it. But you need to be ready to handle your waste. That can be as easy or as hard as you want it to be. There are several ways to do it. Waste disposal is a whole video in itself, but if you cannot go out and most of you cannot go outside without contaminating the area and dig a cat hole or go, out in the woods and build a latrine. But if you can't, then you need to collect your waste. And you can do that by buy an extra roll of regular kitchen bags, put them inside your toilet, go to the bathroom like normal, and then when you're done, you take that bag out, spin it around, tie a knot in it, put it in a bucket for disposal later. It's not the best, but it works short term. You want to keep that waste contained. You don't want to leave it. Don't poop in a bucket and leave it open air bucket. You want to be able to cover that. And that's why I say go to the restroom in a bag. And you can do that in your regular toilet. And collect it. And then put it in the bucket and put the lid on the bucket. And then in a couple days, we'll have to worry about how we're going to dispose of that. But so lighting and hygiene, and then you want to be safe. Security is always a big thing. I have a firearm on me right now. I always do. You need to be safe. And there's a million other people saying how to be safe. What's important to me is that if you're buying a firearm, whatever you do, if it's knives, firearms, if it's martial arts, whatever it is, you need to train in that. So if you buy a firearm, you need to go buy some ammunition. I know it's expensive. I know it's hard to find. But if you're going to own a firearm, you need to know how to use it. And that means more than just going bang and shooting that paper. You need to learn, go to a firearms defense class. And some of them suck. So, look at reviews and ask around and find somebody who's really going to teach you the proper way. But you're going to die without food, water, hygiene, regardless. You're going to die. You may never brandish a firearm in defense. It's important, but the other things, short term, are more important, in my opinion, for this. There's so much more to being a prepper, being prepared for emergencies. Not even a prepper, just being prepared for emergencies. So I hope these first few steps have encouraged you, or if you're already into preparedness, if they've reminded you that it can be overwhelming for those that first start, and we need to encourage them and reach out and help new people that have the preparedness mindset to overcome the overwhelmingness of, oh my gosh, I need 100 pounds of rice and 100 pounds of beans, and I need 50 rolls of toilet paper. And calm them down, work with them, encourage them. If you're new to this and you have any questions, I do not know everything. I don't, but I know lots of smart people, and I'm not scared to ask. So if you have any questions, you can go to nwaprepper.com, scroll down to the page. It's totally just a way to get a hold of me. There's no cool things on there really, other than my links to Instagram and Patreon and that kind of stuff. Go to nwaprepper.com and send me a message with any of your questions or always prayer requests, and I'll help you the best that I can. Thank you guys so much for watching. We can do it. We can get ready. We can do it together. Let's get ready.